Take me out to California. Take me out to California. I feel the day is coming to an end, and my eyes are drawn to southern skies.
Hi guys, welcome to the last part of my extreme deep cleaning series, and this time we will deep clean the bedrooms, but because I am all for a more organized and easily cleanable home, we will also declutter and organize in both rooms to get a step further to our goal. And of course, just as in the previous parts, we will get some projects done what are making the space visually more clean. I have to say I really enjoy this deep cleaning and decluttering and organizing, and I hope you will enjoy it too. And if you are ready to take your home one step further to a more organized and easily cleanable home, then let's do this together. I am starting my cleaning with cleaning the bed first so I can take the bedsheet and covers off to wash them. Then this been filmed way before we had to travel back home. We had a couple of things to sort on our field back there, and here I am just packing a few clothes already in the suitcase. We had to buy some warm clothes but we will keep in our caravan, so we won't have to pack so many clothes for ourselves in the future, mainly only for the kids because less stuff means less package, just to reduce the cost of the travel a bit, because since only the 4 of us is in the UK, our families are back there and we must travel many times. This year was a bit tough because we had to be present in many family events, and some of them meant the loss of our close family members. And what is also unfortunate is that the traveling as a family is getting more and more expensive because they know that you can mostly travel when it's school holiday, so they raise their prices for those times. Here I am adding one more shelf in our wardrobe because if you see my spring deep clean, you may remember that when I reorganized our wardrobe, I was short with one shelf, so now that gets fixed as well. So it will be easier to put my jumpers away because now I don't have to take one box from the top of the other. Then a few seconds ago I also did collect a couple of decorations in the storage box. Well, those are the Halloween decorations. Unfortunately, because our plans been again disrupted by life, because as I mentioned in the previous video, my mom been hospitalized just days before we would arrive home, and my parents only told us what's going on when we were at the airport. Things turned on the bedside again and I couldn't upload my Halloween clean and decorate video in time, even though this year I was so proud of myself for getting it done in time. Even the editing and things been done way earlier than I posted it, but there were a couple of things to final edit and I just physically didn't have the time and the energy to get it done. The only reason why I'm telling my struggles for you guys to know if you are feeling unlucky and struggling with life all the time trying to catch up with it, but when you would be at the final line, life punches you in your face and you are back to the end again. I feel you guys and you are not alone, and we can get up again and again and take the race. And one day we will get there. Just to give you a bit of positive vibe as well, if I compare this Halloween to my last year one, I am way in front of myself, because last year I didn't even had the chance to decorate in time. It was all a rush, and if I would do it for myself and not for the kids, probably I wouldn't even get it done. But it makes me really hopeful with the fact that the things got a bit better since then. Sorry for my emotional burst, but sometimes when it's hard it would feel so uplifting if someone would tell me that I am not the only one who feels like all her world is crumbling and that they are here for me and I am strong enough to get up and fight. But let's focus on the cleaning. So I did clear the bed and took off the covers and bed sheets to wash. I also took down my daughter's canopy to wash it. Fabrics are really great in soaking in dust and dropping them, so I like to wash them or shake them or vacuum them. Any method is good what gets rid of the dust, because not all fabrics are washable, like our blackout curtains. And since I have them like for a couple of years, I was so worried to wash them because it says on them that it's dry clean only. But this year I was like, I cannot hold myself back from not washing them. I want them to be as clean as possible. In previous years I was only shaking them and vacuuming the cat hair from where our cat's fur touches the curtain as she sleeps or jumps up to the windowsill. And although I was able to make it fresh, I just didn't feel as fresh as I would with washing it. So now I did wash them in the washing machine on a 20 Celsius quick wash, and washing them it was really a game changer, and nothing happened to the fabric. It's as good as a new one.
While I was trying to pretend.
And sorry for the funny angles, or my phone stabilization went out from lots of falling recently, or my stand has some problem. I hope the last one. When I am filming, everything looks straight and good, and once I watch the videos back, many of them is out of level. Time to time I do have this problem with a few clips, but lately something is very off.
The promised land was there beyond the great divide, but I'll be coming home soon.
The first part of the video probably is a bit more boring or more raw cleaning, but the thing is you have to get these chores done too. In springtime I think we focus more on this room, so there aren't many projects to get done in here. We got the wardrobes organized at that time, so those are working. No need to change anything right now. The main organizing is my daughter's toys in here, and the project what makes the room visually clean is continuing to seal the skirting boards, and we won't paint them yet. I thought let's get them all prepped first, so then I can just go ahead and paint the skirting boards in the whole house, so I don't have to like paint a bit of here and a bit of there. I need to reprime them and paint them, so in one go I can just prime all of them and then paint them without the need to wash the brush every time I need to change from prime to paint or from paint to prime, or use more brushes, because that's when things start to turn messy in a small house with 2 kids. So hopefully the paint in one go will be the simple and better choice for us. There will be one more simple project what doesn't make the room feel or look cleaner, but it will add to the cleanliness. Then mostly I will declutter and organize in my son's room, so we will get rid of many toys to fight to a more simple toy selection, what hopefully will lead to a better play and less cluttered area. Then his closet needed some reconfiguration, so with that I also decluttered and reorganized his clothes, so there will be plenty of decluttering and organizing fun too. Here the radiator was more dusty than in the living room, so I decided to clean it for safety and for our health. And to clean it, first I take those covers and rail off, then with a flathead duster I wipe out as much dust as I can, and I will also use a brush and my vacuum to get rid of more dust. And the reason why I am vacuuming as I am brushing the dust out is to catch the dust, so there is less what goes on the floor and from there back inside the radiator, because as the warm air rises, so do the dust particles as well, so they are flying all over your home and fall wherever they lose the air motion. And although we aren't allergic to dust, but we do have reaction time to time. Like as soon as I shake something or undust, my nose does switch like anything, and a couple of times all of a sudden I start to sneeze badly and my tears are falling, my nose gets blocked for a short period of time, and so does my husband time to time. And the only thing what could be is the fine dust. One more thing what makes me more confident in this is that back home there is really dusty and we have more of this allergy type of reactions, and my nose is bleeding a lot and gets blocked, so yes, this is one of the main reasons why I am so into to get rid of the dust. I am hoping if we have less of these reactions we can delay or prevent to become proper allergic to dust.
Yeah, I'll be coming home soon. So take me out to California, where the sun is always high, where the streets are
I can say the radiator is done and dusted, and once I take this washing we can continue with the dusting. Every chore what are individual chores are done, and what I mean under individual chores is that there is only one window to clean or one window sill or one radiator, but the dusting means dusting every surface, every furniture, so it collects many things. Well, it's the biggest chore to get done. The individual chores you get it done once and it's done, but with dusting I am starting with the highest point and work my way down, so I don't have to dust twice. Although if some reason you cannot dust from top to bottom, or you need to dust twice or even more times, it's fine. This would be only the fastest and the simplest way to dust. And just as I said in one of the previous part of my deep cleaning series, sometimes you just have to do things upside down to achieve your goal, so until everything gets cleaned it doesn't matter how you get there. And of course, because we have our furniture scattered in the room, I am working in sections. So first I clean the top of my daughter's wardrobe, then it should come her bookshelf, but because I wanna reorganize it and paint it, I just kept it, because later on I will get it done too, and is on a lower level, so only the floor what gets messed. I did tidy the dresser to don't mess the things what are there, and the routine that after cleaning I am wiping took the control over me, and I wiped the dresser clean when I realized that, wait a minute, you haven't done the top of this wardrobe yet. The top of this wardrobe is becoming more and more of a storage space of things but I don't have a space yet where to keep. I started with sentimental items like our wedding gifts and stuffed animals what are related to an event in our relationship or in our life. Is basically all related to the forming of our family, and maybe it's childish but I cannot get rid of them. It would feel like I would erase all the good and bad memories they are related to. Anyway, those sentimental items will remain there as long as I can find a better space for them, but the random stuff has to go with the bad habit of mine to put random things here. Now it's not too bad because we only have some board games and my wax melting machine there, but soon our Christmas cracker will find its way up there too. All the bigger furnitures are done. The last two things what needs dusting are the nightstands and the stuffs on them. I am also clearing the floor as much as I can, so I wipe the stuffs clean. Then I am putting them on the bed, kind of out of my way, so I will be able to clean the floor more easily and effectively.
With gold and no one ever gets old. I'll be longing for that day till you come and take me home. California, California, here I come. I've seen it all upon the silver screen. The happy faces and a sign upon a hill. The wine is flowing and the fields forever green. And all your hopes and dreams will always be fulfilled. So I'll be coming.
I am just moving the furniture so we can caulk the skirting boards, and this way even behind and under the furniture will get cleaned. So first I vacuumed up all of the dust to have a clean area for caulking. Then my husband went ahead and made those skirting lines nice and tidy. It's just so satisfying to see how those gaps are disappearing and everything starting to look way more neat. Probably the video doesn't give it back, but in real life you wouldn't even believe it how much a caulk line can change. Then I also mopped the floor to get it really clean before I would push the furnitures back.
Coming real soon. Yeah, I'll be coming real soon. So take
My husband came to help me. He was asking why I'm not letting him know what I am doing so he can help, because he was out with the kids. But I am really bad in asking for help. Something must be really hard, or I don't have the skill or tool to do it, to ask for help. Then a bit more cleaning and a bit more caulking.
me out to California, where the sun is always high, where the streets are paved with gold and no one ever gets old. I'll be longing for that day till you come and take me home.
And as my husband got to the bed, he realized that the paint is peeling behind the bed, and I am just trying to pack the stuffs from the front of the bed so we can pull it forward, and also I am preparing the floor for cleaning.
Home, California, California, here I come.
Then this is how bad the situation is. So from the lots of humidity, the paint started to peel. It was just a normal paint and we did have lots of mold problem in here. This is an outside wall and the best solution would be to insulate it from outside, but that's quite a process here in UK because you have to ask for permission as far as we know, because it's a mains unit and not the whole building is ours. Plus the look of the outside of the house has to be restored. We didn't get the permission to have a doormat because it will change the bird view of the street, what actually wasn't quite true because the doormat would face in the center of lots of houses, so no one would notice it if not searching on it on Google Maps or something. Anyway, what I am trying to say, it would be way bigger bite than we could chew. The other solution is to paint the wall with a bathroom paint what is more moisture and more resistant. So I did clean up the floor there, and for now the coat have to dry, and after that I can paint it. The only problem with the peeling paint is that I wasn't expecting it, and it did take my time from other chores because it took time to vacuum all the peeling paint off and cleaning up afterwards. Then I also need to paint the wall later on. It's getting really late, so it's soon bedtime for the kids, and before that I have to restore the room in a state where my daughter can safe and soundly sleep in here. So it's time to put the washed curtains back and other bits and bobs. I won't iron the curtains this time, but at springtime I did iron them and they look so better. So if you want a crispy, straight looking curtains, give them a quick iron press. I don't know why I'm putting lately the canopy back before tying the hoop back. I guess I think it will go faster and easier, but actually it's quite the opposite. Today we will stay in my son's room and declutter and organize their toys and his closet, but first, just to get some cleaning done as well, I wanted to take his bedding cover off. Then later on I will clean his bed, but until then I leave it bare so everything can air out, and in a minute I will even open the window and let some fresh air in. I always let our bedding to air out before I would change the covers on them, so any trapped moisture can dry off, reducing the chance or the growth of bacteria. And who wouldn't love to sleep in a refreshed bed? Because I just love it, especially when the house is fully clean, so everything feels so fresh and calming. But yes, usually I take our bedding covers off in the morning and I put the clean one back just before we go to bed. Just a quick tidy up, because as I was cleaning in our bedroom, some of the stuffs got moved in here, like the suitcase in which I already started to pack some clothes, even though we still had nearly 2 weeks before we travel. Then in the meantime that I was cleaning the bedroom, we were also working on the bathroom because we redone our cabinet in there. Maybe some of you already seen that video. And our toiletries got moved in our bedroom, so if you already noticed the boxes and organizers in there, this is the reason. And in case you are in need of some bathroom deep clean and organizing, that video already been uploaded, so I will leave a card up here and you can check it out. Now, this was a huge step for me because I am struggling, or now I can say I was struggling for such a long time to get this toy decluttering and organizing done because it felt so overwhelming. I did give it a try a couple of times, but after the first box I ended up being miserable. I didn't know what to declutter, how to start it, and the main obstacle was that what if I throw away a toy for what they would ask for? What if they would think that I am this mean mom who just that throws away their toys? So under those times when I started to declutter their toys, what I did because of fear is that I decluttered them in a box and I took the toys in the loft, so if they need it I can get it back. And although this made all of the total toy mess, but it did help me to realize that they have so many toys that they won't even realize if a few of them what I know exactly that they aren't using, or maybe only once or twice if they played with it under a year, would be gone. And also, as I said, it was the mental support that if they decide that is still important for them, I can get those toys back. Of course, I also searched up videos on TikTok and here on YouTube how to organize their toys, and in the meantime I came across with a couple of useful videos to how to get over my fear, and this is how we got here today, at that I am feeling confident enough to take the toy boxes out one by one and go through them and declutter those toys but I know for sure they won't even realize it's not there. Although I haven't even thought about where to start, I did manage to start with the hardest, the cars that are my son's favorites, and they both usually use the cars to play together because my son is older and he isn't into dolls. If he need to, he would play like for 10 minutes with her. But back to the decluttering. So from the first box of cars I haven't managed to declutter many, but that's okay because those are one of the main toys. Then you also saw me declutter the toolbox and getting rid of that workbench because they never used it. They are using the tools from that workbench, but I never saw them sit down in front of it, so it's no reason to keep it. And they had a second toolbox and I moved everything in that, which comes handy, but it's a bit too big, so may I will look for a smaller one, or I am not quite sure what to do with it, as the boxes what I bought for him long time ago are too small for that box and I couldn't use them and they are sitting in the loft.
What you gonna do when your circuit's being burned out? Staying in your lane, I'm a zombie, but I still try. I say, what you gonna do right now? She thinks it's okay bringing guns to a fist fight. Staring with those eyes, knowing I'm just gonna lay down. Hey, I keep rolling with the punches, take another one, it feels nice. Ouch! I think I'm gonna break down. I've been acting like a good girl way too long. Gonna break down, 'cause looking at her face just makes me.
I managed to get rid of many of his remote control cars and decluttered many of those birthday party stuffings because they are only to annoy you. I am sorry, no offense, but they are only waste of money. Useless things will end up in the bottom of the box and taking over the space. And here I am trying to figure out how could I display some of the toys to be motivating to play. And that geometric storage basket what I bought for him, but they are smaller than the IKEA boxes. And since they had way more toys, I couldn't fit the toys in it, but I just still love them. And I think they would look so nice, but I still haven't got rid of the idea. I'm more like getting more eager and determined to find a way to use them, even if I need to declutter more of the toys. And I just realized I made a mistake because I forgot to show you that many of the boxes now have only one toy or two, or even I have a box that is empty, but soon it will be a home of the other toys just because I wanna get rid of the other toy organizer.
What you wanna say, what you wanna do, don't you wanna play? I'm not done with you. I'm just gonna break down. That's what I say. Wait, wait, wait. What you gonna do when she's writing your paycheck?
Then here I am getting rid of random toys that isn't really age appropriate for them. Maybe my daughter could still play with them, but I kept them for this long with this reason, so it's time to get over this, and I am sure there will be kids who would need them more.
It really turns around and give me one kind of thin thread. So now what you gonna do?
Now the stuffed animals, my daughter loves them, but my son is like, he loves them for a minute, then he doesn't care, but then again he likes them, so it's up and down. And I just found a huge needle inside that knitted man, and I was trying to figure out from where we have it. I don't really believe in cursing, but it felt like we would have a voodoo doll, because I have no idea from where that is coming from with a huge needle in the neck. Anyway, I kept only those what he got for his birthday, because those are cartoon or game figures what he likes, and the Christmassy ones because Christmas is coming soon, and I also use them to decorate the room. But if I won this year, then I may say goodbye for those as well. They had a couple of pair ones, so one of each, so that I have to keep both pieces, so there will be no conflict whose that is that. But then I went back to re-declutter them because I was hoping there will be less stuffed animals, but for now less is more, because this is again a learning journey and confidence boosting. I think it's quite a nice amount of toys that are leaving our home. I was looking for some kind of storage box so I can separate the toys into sections, one which goes in donation and what we can sell, like the VTech sets. I already took a picture to put them on Facebook Market, but then I realized that they are a bit dusty, so for now I took them in the loft until I can wash them, and after that I will sell them. I would wash them now, but I am running out of time because soon I have to pick up my daughter from nursery, and I don't want her to see these toys because then she would want to play with them, but I know that's only because she haven't used them for a long time, and after 2 or 3 days they will forget about them again. Also, she's having hard time to let go things, and I don't think seeing this amount of toy would help, but that doesn't mean that we don't have to work on that, so I try to help her through of her fear of letting things go. At the moment we got that she finally seems to understand that her clothes that have holes aren't usable, so they can go, and toys that are broken or dry Play-Doh. And now we are working on her small clothes because she didn't want new pajamas. Her old small pajamas were perfect for her, but now that she got a new set, she realized it's more comfortable to sleep in them.
What you gonna do, just be a pet.
So this is the toy organizer what I wanted to take out from his room because it was half empty, and now that I decluttered only 2 of the boxes what had toys in it, and those I was able to fit in the Kallax boxes, although for his little cars I need to find a better organizing way because those are his go-to toys, and I can say both of them play with them quite often, and now they just have been chucked in the car box and it will be hard to navigate in that box. Then I started to take the organizer apart, but I got the idea to try to fit it in our room for my daughter's toys, so I took it in our room. Here I am just changing the storage box because I realized that I have a white or off-white which will make the bathroom more matching, because I used anything what I had on hand to organize our new cabinet for now, and one of the boxes were this off-white one and one of them this grey one, and now by changing it they will be look alike, making less cluttery looking the cabinet. Then since I got rid of the toys from this toy bench, now I can use it to store his backpacks and lunch bags. And I haven't mentioned it, but we will get back in our room and finish the cleaning, and we will organize in there as well, but I wanted to get these hard chores off of my shoulders. And also there are a couple of things why I had to take a break from working in our room, but I am so glad and so proud of myself for getting this decluttering done, and now more and more confident to reduce even more day toys or reorganizing them in a way to be able to use those geometric storage boxes. So in the meantime I brought all of his clothes organizers out from his closet because the second big struggle were his clothes, hence the big pile of clothes on his Kallax unit, and this is what was waiting for me after nearly every wash because it was so time consuming to put his clothes away. Many times his clothes wouldn't fit in the box or I needed to adjust something, taking ages to fold his clean clothes, but now I took the time to sit down and reconfigure things because I know what is making the whole clothes pack away so hard. First of all, now that his toys are decluttered, I also freed up space in his closet, so now I can add a box for his seasonal clothes. So in winter time he doesn't need shorts, those can go in that box, or he doesn't need his Christmas jumper till December, so that can go in there too. And because his shorts out of the box, I can fit his t-shirts in a bigger box because they needed so badly a bigger box. And of course, as I was folding and reorganizing, I also went through his clothes and decluttered them. I am not too bad in decluttering their clothes because usually I do that when I am collecting their laundry or after washing them. It depends when I have more time and when I notice it sooner that that clothing isn't fitting or has a hole or something. So there isn't many clothing to declutter for now.
No, but she's pushing me, pushing me, pushing me. She keeps on pushing me. Yeah, I think I'm gonna break down. I've been acting like a good girl way too long. Gonna break down, 'cause looking at her face just makes me go. What you wanna say, what you wanna do, don't you wanna play? I'm not done with you. I'm just gonna break down.
Then I decided to get rid of the cleaning caddy because it's old, and from the rest the sweep got broken, the vacuum isn't working properly, but because they like to use it, I will replace it with a newer one that doesn't take up so much space so we can open the closet door properly. Then before I would pack his clothes back in the closet, I wanted to make more space, so I took that steering wheel simulator, and as you was able to see it in the previous video, we took it apart and stored it in the loft because they aren't playing with that anymore. Then when we moved in this house and started to get used to everything, I wanted to add some lighting in his closet, but because this closet will be demolished and redone, I didn't want my husband to add main light in here because it's just waste of time, energy and money. My plan was to add strip light, but I never got there to do it, and now that his closet looks so much better, I was searching if I can find any LED or strip light to use, and I found this one and added it, and it's such a great additional light source because his closet was really dark, but now I can even film in there.
That's what I say. Wait. That's right. Here we go. I can hear you calling out my name. You just wanna pass around the flame. Everything about you is so fake. I've just about had enough. I think I'm.
And I just packed everything back, and I also had one more space for a box, so I added one for his school costumes.
I've been acting like a good girl way too long. Gonna break down.
Then, as I said, I already wanted to give his closet a makeover, and I already bought a mirror for it, and now it's time to open it after a year. I also want to change his laundry bin because this is too big, and the bigger the more laundry can accumulate in it. Originally I thought when I ordered it that it is like half of its size, but when I got it I was like, oh my god, his whole closet can fit in it.
'Cause looking at her face just makes me go. What you wanna say, what you wanna do, don't you wanna play?
It's already dark outside, so there is no time to clean, but to be honest, my plan for today was only the decluttering and organizing, because I knew that takes a long time. The only cleaning what I wanted to get done is his bed.
I'm not done with you. I'm just gonna break down. That's what I say. Wait.
Love is like a roller coaster, but I'm trying to hold on. I don't want it to stop. Even though we fight sometimes and it feels
I only tidied up a bit for the night. I didn't want to leave his room too messy, but now it's time to tackle this bed. His bedding and mattress had enough time to air out. Usually when I deep clean, I am taking down the mattress cover and wash it, even if it doesn't look dirty, but now we got too many things done next to the cleaning that I haven't got the time to do it. In springtime I did wash it, so I think we aren't the only family who hasn't washed a mattress cover for not even a full half a year. And the reason why I wanted to clean his bed because I just realized that under his mattress the dust piled up and it looks really bad, so I wanted to vacuum those tiny gaps to get rid of the dust what is stuck in there.
like a war zone. I still care about us. How do you move on when everything goes wrong? I'm trying to find
Nice and dust free, so we can put that fresh clean bedding on. I have to buy him some new beddings because he has them for many years.
a way to get you out my head. Don't know how to cope with being so broken. Girl, I can't forget about what we said. I just wanna love you.
So we are wrapping up this video for today because just as with the first part, I had to divide this one into two as well. But I hope you enjoyed this part just as much as I did. And if you are ready to continue, then don't forget to show it with giving this video a thumbs up. And of course, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, so YouTube can notify you when the next part is up. And once we are done with the second part, then we can start getting ready for Christmas. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a lovely week, and I see you in my next one. Bye, guys.
A bit more. Don't just walk away from me and close the door. Baby, pull me closer now before it's over. I just wanna love you a little bit more. Oh, I know that it's difficult.